My name is Ruckus. Thanks for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and share. 10-8. Hey. What's going on, everybody? Been working behind the scenes here right up to the last second. You know how I am. I'm not very prepared. I didn't do well in the Boy Scouts. Before I do anything, let me move these over to the side. Let me get this chat box over here. Roxy, how are you? Grace, always good to see you. Alice, hello. Radar. What's going on, Radar? James, what's shaking? Deb, my buddy. Deb's True Crime Notebook. Anybody who has not subscribed to her, you are missing out. You are missing out. She's a good girl. She does some good stuff. Rescue All the Dogs. How are you? Got Reg in the house. What's up, brother? Now, if I miss anything, I'm going to do another one. Hi, Just Deb. How are you? I'm going to do another one this weekend because I know there's going to be some questions. And, of course, I want to answer them all. Alicia, how are you, dear? Kelt. What's going on, Kelt? Good to see you. SP74. My main man, 4 Pits. Good job modding last night, by the way. Chewed off all my fingertips with anticipation. Yeah, I bet you did, man. James. How are you, James? We got Jill in here. Got my boy New York Rory in. How you doing, brother? I haven't checked any of your videos. You got any other musical videos? Always a one-way street. Yes, it is. Hi, Teresa. Crystal Alley, what's shaking? Boston Christian. WL22, how are you? How are you? Jillian, what's going on? Got DD, hey boo, hey. What's going on? Josh the Posh, as usual. Tattoo You. Miss Thang. What's happening, Miss Thang? I'm a floating head, yes. Figure I'd try something different, you know? Just hanging out. But if I miss anybody in chat, I apologize. Hi, Robin. I want to get through this information. About to drop some, get laid off. It's been a rough 10 years. I'm sorry to hear that, Rory. I like your stuff, though. Your music is the bomb. And you have some sweet guitars, man. I checked them out. You got some sweet guitars. Patricia, how are you? There's my boy, Coach Kev. Anybody that hasn't subscribed to Coach Kev needs to shoot over to his channel as well. He's doing a great job. All right, I need some help. I don't know how many people are in here. I really don't ever watch that kind of stuff. Criminal case types in Indiana. MR means murder. MC means miscellaneous criminal. Let me find one here. See if I can get it up to where we can see it. All right, here's a good example. See this case number? In Florida, at the end of it, it would say, like, in my county anyways, it would be, you know, CFAWS. That means a felony, and WS is West Side. Because the county's so big, we also have a courthouse on the east side, so it would be FAES for East Side, FAWES. So I'm not sure. See, this is MC, which according to this information is miscellaneous criminal. And this is all attached to Richard Allen. Okay, that's a see attached report. My concern is these search warrants, guys. That's what I'm getting at. These search warrants. When were they executed? All right, I can take this down. When were they executed? How many was there? And the such. Now, see, this one says Emma. You can see that underlined. It says Emma. And this is a case against Richard Allen. So this is when they want to suppress evidence. And it looks like a couple other, as a matter of fact, a lot of other YouTubers have covered most of these documents, so I'm not going to get way into them. Just going to hit the points that concern me. Like, for instance, this one here. This one concerns the gag order. Okay, and from what I'm reading here, and again, if you look at the case number, it's got the MR with 5 zeros, 4 zeros, and a 1. So I'm not sure what that nomenclature is. I sent an email to Rick Snay. I know his wife is a bailiff, or I think she's a bailiff. Ask if maybe I can get some clarification there. Okay, the court reviewed the electronic file recently and discovered many pleadings and filings have been marked as sealed and confidential and therefore unavailable to the public. The court has consulted with counsel in the state of Indiana and the defense and discovered the pleadings have been deemed confidential to comply with the court order dated 2 December 2022, which prohibits public comment, commonly referred as a gag order. So basically, anything prior to December 2nd, 2022, we're still not going to get. So we're getting these filings and stuff like that, but it's not really going to, in the long run, that's not going to do anything for us. Let's see what we got here. Investigators applied for the search warrant on October 13, 2022. The same was granted in that day by Circuit Judge Benjamin Diener. Attached herein, Exhibit 1. Let's see what else we got. Knocked on the door, executed the search warrant at 5 o'clock. Investigators found several items in the residence, including firearms, electronic devices, yada, yada, yada. You guys have been hearing about this for 2 or 3 days now. I don't need to bore you with that. But the warrant was valid. Okay, so the judge agreed with it and signed it. Here's my problem. It says the warrant was executed at 5 o'clock. We all know it was executed way before 5 o'clock because of the nosy neighbors who put out some photos and videos that the news got a hold of. And again, if you look at this, this is the search warrant now. Okay, this case number does not have MR for murder at the end of it, and it's got a -84. But if you look what time the search warrant was signed, on the same day, 6:37. 6:37. So that's a no-no. You can't do that. Now, they may have given consent, and by they, I mean anybody that lived in that house, the husband, the wife, the daughter, as long as she was of age, can give consent to search that property. But it appears right there in their little PC that we executed this warrant at 5 o'clock. Let me see here. Executed at 5 o'clock and we're done by 7 something. Let me see. When we all know they were there for a hell of a lot longer than that. Let me see. Knocked on the door and executed a search warrant around 5 o'clock p.m. and the search was completed around 7:09 p.m. We know they were there for a hell of a lot longer than 2 hours. Do I think that they're lying, all of you folks that are anti-law enforcement? No, I don't. I think there's more search warrants involved. One, maybe even two more search warrants. Let's see what we got here. Again, case number is MR, but it's different numbers. So I need to know how the nomenclature works. In Florida, it's easy. It's easy to follow along. It's easy to see which case it is. This is how the state pulls statistics and how the government pulls statistics from the state is by the case number. It automatically generates a case number once you arrest and book somebody in. Now, this is the prosecutor saying that releasing information to the public might damage an ongoing murder investigation. So, and that was on 20 April. So he's still fighting it. So they released some things, but not everything. But here's what we do know. They released these 2 charging documents. These are the official documents saying that they are charging Richard Allen with the murder of victim one and victim two, who we all now know is Abby and Libby, respectfully. Now, anybody that's watching this on the replay crew, I did a little research. This whole unspent bullet thing. People are losing their minds about when it was found, where it was found, how can they possibly say it was connected to his weapon, and all this, that, and the other thing. And I understand that. I do. I'm not a retard. I can see. I can see what people are getting at. But here's the deal. This is an Indiana case, okay, where a gentleman was prosecuted under the same circumstances. The main evidence they had was an unspent round that they were able to connect to a weapon which they have yet to find, because they found one at his home as well that had been ejected from that unknown weapon. He went to prison. He was granted a new trial, and he was convicted again on that same exact evidence. So if you guys go on the replay, I'll let this run through. You can pause it wherever you want, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. But this is not junk evidence. There's precedents in the state of Indiana. There's precedents. Let me see. I'm going to have to fix every single one. Otherwise, I'm just going to be green in the background. Let's try palm trees or something. Let's see what that does while we're reading this. All right, we can just do that. We'll do it like this. And I will set that for every... Apply to all scenes. There we go. Now I don't have to worry about that. And while this is scrolling through, I'll check the chat, see what we got. We got tentacles, yes. Nobody knows what those tentacles are at all. We don't know what he was talking about. I'm sure it's something good. We'll all find out together, I'm sure. When these documents dropped, everybody went apeshit and lost their fucking minds. Fortunately, I have some very nice people that like to help me out. I got that stuff really quick. Now, see, I highlighted this stuff. I pre-recorded what's playing now. Remember that the little guy will never be, no matter how badly folks want him to be. Jackie, you're wrong. You're wrong. Richard Allen is Bridge Guy. I don't mind disagreeing with you at all. Not one little bit. But you're wrong. He is Bridge Guy. I don't care how tall he is, how short he is, what color hair he has. He's Bridge Guy. And that'll come out soon enough. That'll come out soon enough. And Jackie, I'm not sure. I don't care if they convict him. You probably still won't be convinced and say it's a wrongful conviction. But that's okay. That happens. People can disagree. I will bet $5,000. You bet me $5,000 that Richard Allen is not Bridge Guy. You're committed, Jackie. I have to give you that. You are committed. Yeah, Eric, that as it turns out, there was no connection to Delphi. It was north of Delphi. I think it was a truck driver. I talked to Detective Coy Cox, and I've spoken to Alex Voorhees in depth on it. You have zero chance of proving that Logan is not BG. Okay? Well, it appears we're at an impasse, Jackie. We are at an impasse. But I value your opinion. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, trust me. That's for sure. And guys, I don't mind conversation in the chat. That will force you to try and prove a negative. I don't have to prove anything, Jackie. So, Jackie, you can prove that that's Ron Logan. Is that what you're trying to tell me? That you can prove that that's Ron Logan? And if you're going to tell me that, if you're going to tell me you can prove that that's Ron Logan, I would have to have a nail driven through my head and lose about 60 IQ points to even see things the same way you do. It's a bet. We all seen and heard it. No, it's not. It's not a bet. I am not betting Jackie. I'm not going to do that to Jackie. But that's okay. Now, I thought Jackie, after all this stuff got dropped, I figured that that would clear things up, not just with Ron Logan, with other things as well. But it hasn't. It hasn't. It hasn't cleared up anything. It's just made it worse. And I don't have a narrative. I don't at all. I never have. But like I said, I value everybody's opinion. I really do. But if he gets, let me ask you this, Jackie: if you wish I was stupid, no, I don't wish you were stupid. But if he gets sentenced, if he gets found guilty and he gets sentenced, or if he pleads out, uh, that won't even do it for you. I know that already. I know that that won't be satisfactory for you. So we can agree to disagree. The stupidity is ignoring that Logan is going to be blamed by the defense. If they're smart, that would be a very smart move by the defense. A very smart move. And they're making some great moves, actually. But no, I think that Richard Allen is Bridge Guy. Yeah, I agree, Dave. Hey, Danger Dave, how are you, buddy? I agree. They didn't release too much. I'm just concerned about the whole search warrant thing. And there's got to be more search warrants. There has to be two, maybe even three. And now, Jackie, just so you know, I cannot. I don't like the way Ron Logan acted guilty, trying to get an alibi for a time frame during a crime before anybody even knew a crime was committed. Indy Pam, let me read your last comments. And I'm sorry if I'm blowing through them here. I'm sorry. Definitely not Logan, but I still think it may be GK. Did you know that Kurtz and Klein's and the Kleins are friends? No, I didn't. I moved past Kurtz a long time ago. But that's okay. I mean, we don't know. We don't know. We don't know what's going on. All right. So anybody that read that, read along with it, or wants to read it after the fact, this is Precedence. That's an actual case in Indiana. So that is not junk science. Now, once Richard Allen got arrested, he said he pled not guilty, and he said that he could afford his own attorney. Well, shortly after, he figured out that he couldn't afford an attorney, so he sent this letter to the judge. All right, now I'm just going to play. These scenes are just going to roll by as I talk. So I'm just something in the background while I talk to you guys. Excuse me. Now, hey, Mind of Milton, how are you, brother? Mind of Milton has a good channel as well. He doesn't do true crime. He does knives and multi-tools and the such. Hey, Purdue RN, how are you? But he's a very nice guy. Very nice guy. Met him on another channel. He's a good dude. He's a really good dude. All right, so Richard Allen got arrested. And people started saying that, he's being mistreated and he's not receiving the care he deserves and all that. And I'm here to tell you that that's not true. He's being treated fine. He's getting all the care he could want. He's getting treated better than most American veterans are, okay? He's receiving health care, mental care. He's getting all of that. If they move him, I've said it many times. I know you guys have heard me. I don't care if they move him. Move him. You know what I mean? Move him. I don't care. One of you people want to take him home? Give him a milk bath, rub his feet, leave a mint on his pillow. Just get him there on time for court. That's all I'm worried about. But the unit that he's in is called close management. And there's no way around it. That's where he's going to stay. If he got transferred to another facility, he's going to be in the same kind of situation. He's going to be in a cement room with a bunk, with a mattress, a stainless steel toilet. It's going to be this. It's going to be the same thing. Now the inmates yelling at him. I've seen a lot of people, and I can imagine. I can imagine that it's disturbing to some people. But yes, absolutely. If you go back to April 6th, the video I made called "Play Stupid Games," when people first started freaking out, when this picture that's up right now came out, that was 3 days, and nobody knew it. I certainly didn't know it. I don't claim to have known it. But that was 3 days after he confessed to his wife and started freaking out and all that. Now, did his attorneys go to see him? Nope. They sent little 20-year-old Max there. And Max went there and took a photograph of him looking like shit and all that. And it's a bunch of shit. But I'm here to tell you, those other inmates, absolutely they're yelling at him. Absolutely they're telling him he's a killer. Absolutely they're telling him to off himself. They're doing it all day, every day. But they're in CM. They are in CM. So you tell me what the correctional officer and the correctional corporal and the correctional sergeant and all the way up to the warden, what can they do to somebody that is in prison, in state prison, and they are in CM, ultimate lockdown? What can they do? You go to the door, tell them, shut your mouth. They fuck you. I'm already in lockdown. What are you going to do? Fuck off. That's the way it happens. So you don't even bother. You don't even bother. He just needs to man up and expect it, and just do his thing. You know, he's not going to have an easy time of it. Now, I've heard rumors about CSAM being found on Richard Allen's phones. Nothing's been confirmed yet. A lot of people have different sources. Hi, Colette. Hi, Star Girl. Copper Hoss, how are you? A lot of people have different sources, and you have to trust them. You have to trust sources. I'm not a journalist. I'm not a creator. I'm just some asshole retired law enforcement guy that's on YouTube. So, you know, I have sources as well. But unless you can vet the information yourself, it's kind of difficult. It really is. A lot of people mean well, and they may seem like a good source, but by the time at the end of the day, it's not a good source. Not a good source. But as far as and this is for Jackie. Jackie, I know there's lines getting drawn in the sand and there's fractions and all that. I saw it last night on Joe's Crime Night. People were arguing with each other and kicking each other and timing each other out and all that. And that is getting nowhere with these cases. That's doing nothing for these girls. Zero. So it's not, this is a community. It's a YouTube community. Now, there's assholes in every community. There's, you know, everybody's got a mayor that lives on the street. They know everything that's going on, whether it's a male or a woman. It's the same thing on YouTube. You just have to take it with a grain of salt. You know, you cook out in your own backyard. You don't like them, you don't go say hey to them. If you don't like the channel, you don't like the way they think, don't go there. I mean, that's as simple as I can put it. But yeah, you have sources. Kev, you got sources, brother. But as a community, and I'm not telling you don't have to run around and like everybody, okay? But all the infighting and stuff like that, to me, it's not getting anywhere. Find a green hat in the shirts. There's a difference between what green and brown look like. It looks like a green hat. I agree, Jackie. I agree 100%. But I'm here to tell you there's more than one search warrant on that property. There's at least 2, probably 3. We haven't seen them all yet. And from what Judge Gull says right in her order, there's more to the PC. There's more to that PC. We don't have the whole PC yet. We don't have it. And everybody knows that I firmly believe that there are more people involved. Now, as we go, the more information I'm getting, my needle's going a little bit more towards Lone Wolf. because I was always skeptical of the muddy, bloody witness, right? Because why, if there were more people involved, why is he walking down the street by himself, right? And to be honest with you, if Ron Logan's involved, why didn't he just go to Ron's and clean up? Right? These are questions that you have to ask. If you don't have a narrative and you're not stuck on one thing, you have to ask these kind of questions. I've asked them. I've asked questions about the family. That's the first thing you do as an investigator. First, you want to clear everybody that was at the scene or says they were at the scene, eyewitnesses and the such, and then you start with family and you work your way out from there. Hi, Olivia. Because since the judge signed the motion to grant RA to be moved and told him to, his problem may be appealed, just the judge ordered it. Yeah, I can't see them moving him, Dave, but I hope they do. If it makes it easier on his attorneys, rather than sending this 20-year-old kid to go see him, I'm all for it, man. They could walk right across the street. We all may find ourselves in that position sometime, and we get the same representation that he gets. We all want that. And his attorneys are doing a great job. They're doing a great job. They're doing what they get paid to do. The facts don't matter at this point. They're sealing things. They're concealing things for a reason. We don't understand why yet. We'll find out soon enough. But facts don't matter at this point. They've already turned it over to the state. Now it's all about sleight of hand, smoke and mirrors, presentation, who can dance better. Look at the O.J. Simpson and Casey Anthony cases. You know? Hey, sweet Caroline. But let me see here. Here's another thing that I wanted to discuss. This asshole. Okay? This is Baston. It's Robert Baston. He's being held in the same unit that Richard Allen is. For a different reason, though. He's an asshole. He may have checked in. That's what we call it. If you can go start a fight in front of a CO, whatever, that's checking in because you're afraid people are going to beat you up or whatever. But he wrote a letter on Richard Allen's behalf saying that he's being mistreated and called names by other inmates and da-da-da, and shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, you piece of shit child molester. If you look at this on the right-hand side, he put in to have an appeal. And you know what this piece of shit did? For all you people that are saying, oh, he's doing it and he doesn't have any reason to do it, so he must be telling the truth. This motherfucker took a 6-year-old away from a pool party on a four-wheeler, drove her into the woods, pulled her bathing suit aside, and committed oral acts on her. And rubbed his genitals on her. And guess what? Guess what one of his lawsuits are? As soon as he got to prison with Hep C. Hep C. And he said he's not getting treated for it, but he's doing this shit to a 6-year-old girl. So any of you people that are saying, oh, he's a nice guy and he's just trying to help out and he has nothing to gain or whatever, go fuck yourself. This guy's a piece of shit. Got a super sticker from K. McBee. Thank you very much, Kay. I appreciate it. And I've got a trip coming up here. You're welcome, James. I do this kind of shit gladly. He is a piece of shit cocksucker, is what he is. And I don't care. I don't care if anybody likes that language or not. That's what he is. He's written many lawsuits. He tried to ask them if he can get out and be on the front lines of COVID defense. He tried to get time off his sentence if he took the COVID shot. You people don't know who this person is. He's a piece of shit, and he was never, ever, ever, ever one of his companions, one of Richard Allen's inmate companions. He's a piece of shit. He's got nothing else to do but write this stuff, and he's in PC. He checked in because he's a pussy cracker. Protective custody, PC. We call them pussy crackers. That's all he is. If he got 2 minutes out in the yard, he wouldn't last 5 seconds. 5 seconds. But that's just the way I see shit, and I do what I want. So that's all I really have. I didn't want to be on too long. Yeah, I'm nauseous too, Alice. I'm nauseous too. But I already knew it. I didn't have to see all this. I didn't have to take. You know how long it took me to research this? Let me see. Carry the three. 1 second. 1 fucking second. I Googled it. Folks, Google this asshole. He's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. And you know what he actually said? That the 6-year-old did not mind that he did that. I can't. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. But I got a trip coming up with Mr. Steve, and actually, he texted me today. He's in town. Me and Steve are going to get to hang out tomorrow. He's going to come to my house. And we'll do something tomorrow. I don't know if we'll do a show or not. Probably not. I've got other things to do. I've some case paperwork here. Maybe him and I can sit and go over that kind of stuff. We're going to have plenty of drive time to talk. I got a super sticker from Olivia. Thank you, Olivia. Oh, I forgot the money drop. Let me see. I got to get the money drop going. What is the matter with me? I think I took it off. Yeah, I took it off. It was running when I first started, so I shut it off. I apologize. But thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. It's nice of you. There we go. I got it working now. That helps a lot. Like I said, I got a trip coming up, and I'm trying to offset some of the cost. Cash App helps a lot for any of you guys that want to pitch in. But I have a little video that I just put together. And this is about the girls, guys. This is not about creators at all. Got another super sticker from Rescue All the Dogs. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. There we go. But you guys can talk amongst yourself while this little video plays. This is just to remind us all, okay? It's not creators against creators. It's not subscribers against subscribers. Let's erase this line in the dirt, okay? Let's stop all this bullshit, all this animosity. This is about solving the case, okay? Keep your eyes open. Anybody that knows how to read these cases, please, if you know the nomenclatures, okay, got a super sticker from Grace. Thank you, Grace. If you know how to read the nomenclatures, please send that to me so I can understand what they mean, because I'm seeing different case numbers, and until I can figure out which case they're talking about, I can't really make any comments on it. Got a $10 super chat from Marcus. Nightcap, you look spanky from Little Rascal with your liver spots. I'm Irish, dude. Nothing I can do about that. Nothing I can do about that. But you guys talk amongst yourself. And if anybody else sends a super chat or a cash app, I'll catch you at the end. I'm not going anywhere. I like this song, and I just put this little thing together just to remind everybody we're in this together, okay? I know I'm a gruff son of a bitch. I know I cuss. I know people don't like that. If you don't like ruckus, I'm okay with that. If you just don't like law enforcement for no reason, I have an issue with that. I want to thank you all for listening to me. Listen to my BS. Have a great night. Everybody that donated, I appreciate it more than you know. I really do. Maybe I'll have another one this weekend. If not, you guys take care, be safe, and don't take any wooden nickels. My name is Ruckus. Thanks for hanging out. Please like, subscribe, and share. I'm 10-7.